Bienvenidos, gente de internet, y bienvenidos al Red Dead Redemption en su versión remasterizada. Este juego obviamente lo quería traer al canal, igual que el Red Dead Redemption 2, porque son juegos que me han dado muchas horas de diversión. Sobre todo este, que hace ya más de 10 años que lo jugué, y tengo que decir que no me acuerdo de nada. Vamos a empezar. Vamos a jugar, obviamente, en la versión normal. Crear una nueva partida, obviamente. Auto guardado, me parece muy bien. En aquel entonces, obviamente, lo jugué en su versión de PlayStation 3, que es para lo que salió. Y vamos a empezar esta gran aventura. Qué ganas. John Marston. Qué maravilla. Los agentes de Pinkerton ahí obligándonos a hacer realmente lo que no queremos hacer. Allá vamos a empezar esta aventura.
Grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
La cara lo dice todo, escuchando estas conversaciones sin sentido. La verdad es que este juego es una maravilla. Ya ni hablar del segundo.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns, yes. His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. But John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have. The
Ahí vemos ya
chance
una
to live among
protagonista.
people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Armadillo. Ve a la taberna. Vamos allá. Se maneja como siempre con L para caminar, R para mirar alrededor. Muy bien. Correr es esto. Sprintar damos más veces. Muy bien. Aquí está la X. Y entramos.
Mr. Marston, over here. You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Vamos ahí con este Jake.
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Nosotros cogemos este con triángulo. Vale, muy
Take it
bien.
slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Vale. Es lo mismo que en el otro juego. Bien.
Whoa there. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
Muy bien. La barra azul es la resistencia del caballo.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an Australian back.
La verdad es que se ve bastante
I
bien.
mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time. Come on.
are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Fleem's Landing. Dang,
Sí, sí,
those
Jake,
girls
ya lo
ain't
vi
even
cuando
fit for a
estuviste ahí en la
drinking man to
taberna.
hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Ay, Jake, por favor.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat.
Let's go.
Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Ahí está el fuerte.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Bueno, ni tan bien lo vamos a pasar. Vamos a acercarnos a Fort Mercer. Y aquí va a empezar nuestra historia.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Bueno. Pues ya sabemos que está John aquí en el oeste para realmente hacer que se entregue Bill, que es un ex miembro de la banda a la que pertenecíamos, de Dutch. Y a lo largo de la historia, que ya creo que lo sabemos todos, tenemos que ir buscando a los demás integrantes de esa banda. Que nosotros realmente hemos cambiado de vida. Somos ya un hombre casado, con una granja, que ya no somos ese renegado que vivía con la banda por ahí, atracando y haciendo cosas malas a la gente. Nuevos amigos, viejos problemas. Aquí estamos.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Como usted.
See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Es que $15 en aquel tiempo.
Saved my life.
Agüita.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Muy bien, vamos a ver un poquito la habitación. Reúnete con Bonnie, que eso lo vamos a hacer ahora. Aparece como el punto azul. Supongo que esto será como nuestra casa ahora mismo. No me acuerdo muy bien, creo que teníamos esa habitación en la granja. ¿Dónde estará? Aquí en la casa principal.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in a saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy
Gracias.
enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse.
Pues por supuesto que puedo.
Come on, it's time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Precioso el caballo que nos han dado. Cuando cabalgas junto a otra persona, puedes mantener pulsado X para ir al mismo ritmo que ella. Bien.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Bueno, tiene casi un pequeño pueblo aquí la señorita, ¿eh? Dicen, claro, así perdido en la nada.
What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Es que así estas granjas perdidos de la mano de Dios ahí en las afueras, en el campo de los Estados Unidos, así en el oeste, y donde hay mucho terreno, es normal que tengan todo porque si no hay nada alrededor de varios kilómetros,
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
ata tu caballo, está hecho.
Well, are we going inside?
Vale.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr.
Se ha
Marston,
quedado dormido.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up.
Carabina de repetición. Bueno, vamos al caballo. Me encanta. Es muy bonito el caballo que nos han dado. Mirad el cielo estrellado. Lo intentaremos. No puedo prometer nada.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you?
Hola. Eso.
Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop.
A ver, apuntar L2. Eso. Es que son conejos, vamos a ver. ¡Ay! Dos. Recarguemos. Queda más. ¿Dónde hay otro más? Ya está. De nada. Claro, pero... hola, perdona. Perdona, bonita, pero es que cazar conejos en plena noche como primera cosa es... Pues nada, vamos.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this.
No.
Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Lady of Leisure. Una señora que no hace nada.
Come on.
Hay más, hay dos más. Espérate, hay dos por aquí. Ay. Ya, bueno, algún que otro pollito cayó.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
Bueno.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are.
No, espérate. Atar al poste. Si te separas de tu caballo, regresará al poste que hay fuera de tu casa. Muy bien. Muy bien, muy bien. Pero, hola. ¿Ya? No me lo reconoció la primera vez.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Qué precioso el caballo que nos han dado. Bueno, duerme en la cama, lo habitual en estos casos. Si duerme se levantará 6 horas más tarde. Sí, bien. También puedes coger munición del baúl de la habitación. Estupendo. Nivel actual de Dead Eye, 1 de 3. Fama, 150. Sí, vamos a guardar la partida. Así se hace mañana. Eso. Sí. Bueno, no tenemos atuendos todavía. Bueno, esta es nuestra casita. Esto, claro, al principio es mucha información, mucho tutorial.
Hola.
Hola. ¿Hemos hablado contigo? ¿No? No, no hay nada de información, nada de nada. Bueno, no creo que podamos hacer mucho todavía, ¿eh? Así que vamos a hablar con Bonnie, que seguro que nos va a dar una misioncita ahora. O quiere que trabajemos con ella en algo, no me acuerdo. Ay, muy bien. Obstáculos en el camino.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson, or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Nada, una carrera a caballo. Vamos allá.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Normalmente me gusta que esté doblado al español, pero en estos casos, como este juego, no, porque las voces en inglés están muy bien para lo que es el juego.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Go. Why don't I lead the way? Let's go.
¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! No. Claro, es que no tiene resistencia ya.
Yeah.
Vamos a perder la carrera, no me lo puedo creer. No me fijé en la resistencia de caballo, la agoté mucho. Bueno, 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 ¿dónde está esta ya? ¡Ey! Ahí está, la veo, la veo, la veo. A lo mejor la podemos adelantar todavía.
Don't go easy on me!
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
Bien. Al final la hemos ganado. Ay, pensé que iba a perder la carrera. No puede
That was
ser.
fun.
Sure.
No se puede perder una carrera de caballos,
Pay the
¿eh?
Marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Por un momento, como me tiró el caballo, no me fijé en la resistencia del caballo, pensé que ya lo había perdido, pero no. Ahí va. Muy bien, siguiente. El comisario Johnson quiere hablar contigo. Ve a la M en el mapa. Sí, bueno, voy primero con lo de Bonnie, primero.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Pues nada, vamos allá. Lleva el carro a Armadillo. Vale,
You're looking much
tiene...
better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke? If you don't mind, can we please return to the road?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't
Bueno,
think of any
vamos
other way
allá.
to stay sane.
Vamos a darle un
Frank,
poco más
what
de
about you? Have you ever
velocidad a
given up
esto.
hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it.
Y
It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really
a ver
say
si no
I
nos metemos en
understand you.
líos
I
aquí.
can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Ay, bueno, hay bastante tráfico aquí en el...
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you
Ah, un
must
poquito,
admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I
A
didn't
ver.
realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter.
Bueno.
Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
Vamos
I
allá.
appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there
Vamos
was
a ver un
any
poco
other
la
way out,
resistencia
I'd
de los
take it. I
caballos.
can assure you of that.
Bueno.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. He kind of fell in laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
Bueno, no tanto, porque Uncle es un poco
So this is Armadillo.
especial.
Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
Muy bien, vamos
First
allá.
one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm
Bien.
sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Muy bien. Pues vamos a la oficina del médico. A conseguir medicinas. Por lo menos esta vez nos salen gratis. Eso es bueno porque no tenemos ni $1.
It's excellent to see you today.
Hey, partner.
Vale, vamos a comprar esto. Es que no tenemos nada. Vender tampoco tenemos nada. Muy bien. Seguimos. El zurón. Abrir. Muy bien. Caballo de guerra. ¿Qué es eso? Cabello especial castaño oscuro de crin clara, más fuerte y rápido de lo normal. Este es nuestro caballo, que está muy bien. Esta medicina restaura completamente la salud, que también está muy bien, pero que ahora mismo no la necesitamos. Vamos a hablar con Bonnie. Cuando te hierran, la pantalla se irá volviendo de color rojo. Si llega a rojo oscuro, morirás. Bien. Bueno
thanks for
saberlo.
driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Pues sí, vamos a darnos una vuelta por el pueblo a ver lo que hay por aquí. Vamos a ver si hay algo interesante. Bien, las diligencias muy importantes para viajar. Si no tienes caballo ¿Quieres desplazarte? Honor 50 más. Ahora puedes comprar o alquilar las propiedades marcadas con una casa azul. Bien. Que obviamente ahora mismo no podemos hacer nada de esto porque no tenemos nada de dinero. Pero aquí hay algo. Vamos a entrar, que esto está como marcado. Parece que una partida de póker. ¿Qué es eso? Ya puedes comprar nuevos objetos en las tiendas. Bien. El juego del cuchillo. Necesitas $25 para jugar. ¿Qué? $25. 25. ¿Y dónde voy a sacar yo $25? ¿En serio? Abrir el cajón. A lo mejor podemos robar algo. ¿Hay algo? No hay nada, ¿no? Vaya miseria. Ah, mira. Arma a repetición, sí. Munición más 8. Vamos a abrir aquí nada. Vale. Bueno, no tenemos dinero para hacer nada, ¿vale? Salir a la tienda, a ver qué hay por aquí. Hola. ¿Qué hay? Demasiado caro. Sí, ya lo veo. No hay nada. Las que son mapas. Campamento. Claro, no tenemos nada. No tenemos ni $1. No podemos hacer nada. No podemos vender nada porque no tenemos tampoco nada. Armas tampoco. Vamos a ir lo de la M, que es el que quería hablar con nosotros. El sheriff. A ver lo que nos dice. La realidad política de Armadillo. Vamos a ver.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Vaya.
Shut up, you. And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
Vaya sheriff durmiendo en la celda de al lado.
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
Ugh.
You that fella from the train company?
Vaya acento se echa este. Uf.
You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
What, you
Venga, dispárale.
me, boy?
What's going on here?
Ahí viene el sheriff verdadero.
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Gun down.
Es que este es un paleto, el otro. Por favor.
You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Do you want to get out of here for a minute?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Ah,
And you?
venga ya.
Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children
Friend.
down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
Ay, mi
What are you
madre.
doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak. Suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
Suena como mucho trabajo, sí señor.
Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
Sí. Ya sé yo dónde está el salón. Pero tampoco voy a caminar a tu velocidad, disculpa.
So who we looking for? Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands on the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Pues nada, cojamos nuestro caballito.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. God damn it, he's on to us.
Mientras esté vivo, tu caballo acudirá siempre que silbes. Ya, espérate, que ahí viene ya mi caballito tan precioso. Espérate. Espérate. Pues si ya estoy aquí. Mira cómo se ve el calor del desierto.
How long's easy money for easy work?
Chola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walden's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Ew. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Pues por aquí mismo los dejamos. Ya nos vieron.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right. There's one behind the crate. Take him down. You're a coward, Lee Johnson. Maniac! You ain't getting away this time.
Bien, eliminado. Eliminado.
You ain't that tough, Walton.
A la cabecita. ¿Y los puedo lootear? Bien, sí. ¿Sigues vivo? Sí, se puede lootear. Muy bien. ¡Me ha matado! ¡No! Venga.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Behind the crate, Marston. Take him up. You ain't taking me alive. What are you waiting for? Crazy fool! That thing. Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. Take that feller behind the rock, boy. I'll teach you some respect for the law. You ain't getting there, Walton.
Déjame coger la medicina.
I got you, boy. Make a move for that boulder.
Ya voy.
Look out! There's one behind the outhouse. Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them. You better be in peace with the Lord. Ladder rope. Make your choice. Oh my goodness.
¿Está muerto? Sí.
That's Walton inside the house. Let's see if we can take him alive. He's Bolton. Try to take him alive. I want that bastard in front of a judge. I'll be back for you too later.
No me importa. Vamos a lootear lo que tiene por aquí. No importa. Te lo llevas muerto. Tampoco pasa nada.
Check in with me next time you're in town.
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Pues nada, hasta luego. Pronto. Adiós. Veamos si siguen aquí los cadáveres. Sí. Y looteamos lo que hay. Aquí este. Porque así a lo mejor después tenemos cosas que vender. Y dineros. Mira, ya tenemos $39. Ni tan mal. ¿Aquí había más? Sí, aquí había otro. ¿Esto qué coño es? Ah, un... Aquí había otro más de eso. Vamos a dejar los animalitos de momento. Y lootear todo lo que se pueda, porque somos gente pobre y no tenemos nada. Las malas acciones perjudicarán tu reputación. Si te conviertes en asaltador de caminos, muchas tiendas te cerrarán las puertas. No, hay un nuevo armamento. Vale. Bueno, vamos a intentar ser gente buena, ¿vale? Intentar. No que lo sea. Vale. Vamos a ver lo que hay por aquí. Bueno. Oh, $81. Muy bien. Ni tan mal. Aquí podemos, con la rueda esta, tenemos un revólver, un cuchillo. Vamos a ponernos el Cattleman. Y cogemos el caballo. ¿Dónde está el nuestro, por cierto? Era este es nuestro caballo, ¿no? Bueno, no me acuerdo. Vamos allá. Vamos así un poco campo a través. Estamos muy a principio, no voy a intentar hacer nada raro ahora mismo. Vamos a ir simplemente a Armadillo. Y creo que ahí vamos a dejar la misión por hoy. Bueno, el capítulo de hoy. Y después volvamos con el sheriff, me parece. Que ya estamos aquí. Vamos con el sheriff, que seguro que hay misiones bastante chulitas. Armadillo. Uy, 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 uy. Ya me mató. Muy mal. Has muerto, sí, y tanto. Nada, quería matarlos, pero me lo hice muy mal. Vamos a ver dónde me deja. Seguramente por ahí. Bueno. ¿Dónde estoy? Ah, en la granja. Vale, pues vamos a ver si ya teniendo 81.
Hello, sir.
One must take care of one's body. It's where the mind lives. A beautiful wife is no guarantee of full male potency. Done.
¿Me quedan qué?
I believe the town of Blackwater would benefit
Good.
from some kind of
I
parade.
got what I need.
I
Muy
hope
bien.
to see you again, not due to injury.
Vamos a guardar la partida. Antes que nada, va a ser mejor guardar porque yo me conozco y luego me muero. Sí, este mismo, nuevos amigos, viejos problemas. Sí. Estupendo. Muy bien. Pues aquí vamos a dejar la partida de hoy. el capítulo de hoy. Lo vamos a dejar por ahí. Una primera toma bastante chula. Me trajo muchos recuerdos de hace tantísimos años. Aquí con John Marston. Estamos otra vez en el rancho de Bonnie. Y bueno, pues luego, ya que estamos ahí, vamos a hablar con ella, a ver lo que va a ser la siguiente misión que nos da. Y como siempre, pues si os ha gustado el capítulo de hoy hasta aquí, dejadme un like, compartirlo y suscribiros al canal. Hasta luego.